Good afternoon from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's Ryan, and on today's video, we're gonna go for a walk through Dollywood Theme Park. It is locally spring break right now for Sevier County. It's a little bit cold and overcast right now, so I don't think it will be too busy, but we're gonna check out some of the crowd levels. I'll try to give you a couple highlights of what remains of the I Will Always Love You Music Festival that only has a couple days left, and perhaps find some new merchandise or new food or anything that we notice different inside Dollywood Theme Park right now. So I invite you to join me on a walk through Dollywood. They're advertising the Flower and Food Festival kicking off April 19th through June 9th. So we'll come back here and check out everything new at that festival when it kicks off. But again, there's a little time left in the I Will Always Love You Music Festival going on right now. I got my pass on my Apple Wallet. There we go, we're good to go. So we're gonna start out today going to the right once we go into the theme park. You still have till April 14th to try out the strawberry cheesecake milkshake. That was our favorite treat here at the I Will Always Love You Music Festival. You can see all the little medallions above in the wind. It's a little bit windy and chilly. Hopefully one of the last days that I'll need a jacket inside the theme park for a while. Here's a look at the current ride wait times in the afternoon. Big Bear Mountain's at 25. Fire Chase Express is at 35 right now. Here's a look at this side of the Dolly Parton experience that will be opening up later next month. This is the first time that I've seen this shirt at Dollywood with all the flowers. I also have it in a sweatshirt. I just missed Sarah Jean's Dolly's Deep Cuts violin performance over here on this stage. But that's something I could come back next week and record this. Let me know if that's something you would enjoy if I came over here and recorded her full violin performance, and I will try to get back here next week before the end of the I Will Always Love You Festival. And here is a look at the Dolly Parton experience from this side over here by the Pines Theater. Again, it is spring break right now, but the crowds are not bad. I think the cold weather, it hasn't really been raining, it's just been kind of cold and overcast. I think that's kind of kept people away. Let's go see how long the wait is for Lightning Rod right now. So it says that it's a 60-minute wait, but the ride line is right here at the stairs. So I don't think it's 60 minutes. The sound of the chain lift is still something I gotta get used to. If you have a TimeSaver pass, you can hop right up here. Otherwise, here's the back of the line right here to get to Lightning Rod. Hey, Miss Caitlin, how are you?
Good.
Good. No line here at the Market Square if you wanted to grab something over here. Not too many people getting kettle corn at the moment. Crowds really are not too bad. Looks like there'd be no wait for Aunt Granny's right now. Looked like there was some seating available in there. And it looks like no line for the braised chuck roast and potatoes, which was our favorite festival food. That would be a good dinner as well if you're coming here and wanting to use the tasting pass on something. And there's no wait to get on the water ride. I don't blame anyone. It is pretty cold and chilly at the moment, but that will be very popular once it does warm up this summer. As we come to the Dollywood Express, they have Klondike Katie on the track right now, and there are plenty of seats that we could hop on and go for a train ride. I'm not going to be out too late today. Just want to do a quick walkthrough on this video. Let's head over here to the country fair. Let's walk over here to the spring celebration buffet real quick. It looks like they updated the menu on this buffet a little bit. They added some herb roasted chicken drumsticks. They also added some hot dogs here and some creamy mac and cheese. So for kids, they get a hot dog, creamy mac and cheese, And looks like they added these silver dollar pancake bake. So on a day like today where it's not too busy, I would still go for Aunt Granny's. That's my favorite place to get a lot of food here in the theme park. But this little buffet back here is another option for you. Just keep in mind that menu we just looked at will be available until the 14th. They're actually gonna come out with a brand new menu for that buffet with the new Flower and Garden Festival on the 19th. So we'll do our best to go back and try out that buffet when it kicks off then. They have the scrambler back up and running after it just had some maintenance. This one's still a no-go for me. They've got the basketball game over here in the Country Fair, but I don't see NC State, Purdue, Alabama, or UConn basketballs. So there's one person I have not seen all season here at Dollywood. I have yet to actually chat with Miss Lillian. I don't know if she's here today. They're still working on Miss Lillian's barbecue at the moment. Looks like they've got some new roofing. And over here to the left, not too many people in line for cinnamon bread at the grist mill. Here's a few highlights of the Mountain Highway here at the Valley Theater.
I don't care what happens. You better prove your love untrue to me. There's nothing you can do that will never change my feelings. So I'll never shed another tear. There's nothing you can do that will never change my feelings. So I'll never shed another tear.
So I don't know if this is the first time I've noticed this, but all the rockers are gone. So they have lots of places to sit over here now and enjoy some cinnamon bread.
No, I wouldn't.
Looks like no wait time for Blazing Fury at the moment. I don't see any of the Final Four basketball teams over here at this game either. If you do any form of like basketball bracket tournament amongst friends or coworkers, I'm the guy you want to go against because I am terrible at basketball brackets. I don't know how in the world people who guess the Final Four get it right, or the final two teams. I get the Super Bowl. I could project that this team and this team are good contenders for the Super Bowl, but basketball, I'm terrible at even possibly getting those correct. Some guys just came up to me as I was walking along holding my camera and said, "Do you have one of those YouTube channels?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got one of those YouTube channels." And they're like, "You should hop on a ride for your video. Like, go over there and hop on Wild Eagle." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe someday, not today." We saw the first batch of ride wait times when we first came in the park. Big Bear Mountain still at 25 minutes. Lightning Rod is saying 25 minutes. And you can see Mystery Mine is currently at 15 minutes. So too is Thunderhead. Whistle Punk Chaser is 20. And Wild Eagle is only 5 minutes. And just past Wild Eagle, they have the restaurant they're working on. I just peeked through the little hole over there by the door, and nothing really to show or see yet for the restaurant that they're going to be putting here. As we're in Wildwood Grove, I did want to point out here at Till and Harvest, they do have a lot of vegetarian, gluten-free options. They have this Wildwood Grove sweet potato taco for $12.99. They also have these Smoky Mountain nachos that are gluten-free. Those are $13.99. We've had something similar at the water park that we always enjoy in the summertime, so one of these days we'll have to come over and try those out. Let's go for a quick walk through Wildwood Grove to give you some sights and sounds of the park and see how crowded it is back here. Hold on, hold on. There you go, buddy. Much better. I know this has been here for a little bit, but I did want to point out they do finally have a test seat for Big Bear Mountain. So you can hop in, and it's got to turn green. If you're green, then you're good to go and get on this ride. See, the crowds really are not too bad at all back here. You could walk onto the drop line if you wanted to. Line for Thunderhead is not very long either. As we work our way back to the front of the park, when it comes to crowds, it should get a lot lighter after this week, which is, again, the last main spring break. It's Sevier County spring break right now. There should be some days in April, weekdays, when everyone's back at school, that the park should be really quiet. The same goes for May. There should be some really quiet days in May, weekdays, that you can come here and the park won't be too crowded. I did just hop into the TimeSaver pass area and talk to them, and they said that on a busy day, these can be gone by about 11:30, give or take, depending on the day. So if you're up in the air about getting a TimeSaver pass, when you get in here, if they're starting to fill up at C and you're thinking about doing it, I would try to come over here and get it by 11, 11:30, 12 at the latest. Just keep in mind there are 3 tiers of TimeSaver passes that you can get. You can get this one right here that includes Big Bear Mountain for 1 entry and unlimited on Lightning Rod and Fire Chaser Express. But I will say, on a day like today, you could have a great day riding a number of rides and not need to pay the extra TimeSaver pass. But if it is looking crazy on a summer day or something like that, that's what I would do. I'd go in there and grab one. If you don't already have one, make that decision by about 11, 11:30. So let's head in here to the Emporium. As I'm walking through, I don't notice anything too different. A lot of the same I Will Always Love You festival items. Well, that wraps up our walk through Dollywood today. Hope you guys have enjoyed joining me. A big thanks to those 2 young men from South Carolina. You tried to talk me on the Wild Eagle. That did not happen, but they did subscribe to our channel because they pulled it up and they said, wow, you're almost at 100,000. So big thanks for those 2 who subscribed today. And any of you guys who are subscribed to our channel, thank you so much for all the support. Let me know in the comments if you like going for these walks through Dollywood. I can also go over to the island in Pigeon Forge or just downtown Gatlinburg or wherever you would like me to go next. Let me know down in the comments. I'll try to get back here at least one more time if I can to walk through the park before it changes over to the Flower and Food Festival. Let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like me to check out or show you'd like to see a little more of. But if you've made it this far in the video, thanks so much for walking along with me. Until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure.